Alright, so now we got 2 more people left, and one of those guys is Matthew Benton, aka the Griffin. The guy's a huge cyber wizard. He can hack into any server, forge any possible document, and he makes an incredible grilled cheese sandwich.
Wait, why is he called the Griffin though?
I don't know. He said it sounds cool.
Huh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so the hacker Griffin is in the building. And before I give you the deck and some gameplay, please leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Instagram. All links will be in the description. Now let's move on with the deck guide. Carryover Revenants. Now, this deck plays for an interesting little combo with the Erland of Larvik with the Pavetta, and the fact that you're going to be playing a bunch of these Revenants in round 1 with the help of Idarin of Ulivo, and then you can basically get a really, really big Erland Larvik as a finisher, which is something that Revenants never really had, is like a short round option. So that gives it that option basically, which is really, really cool. And I'm going to go through every card in detail now. Radovid's Royal Guards, Human Soldier Formation, Order, boost an allied unit by 2, Inspired, give it 2 armor. So this card is a really good card within Northern Realms. I don't know a single deck that wouldn't run this card since it's just really, really powerful. That 2 extra armor on the Inspired is really, really powerful, and you're always going to get Inspired if you play it in the back row and your opponent doesn't answer that. So yeah, Radovid's Royal Guard, one of the really strong cards in Northern Realms. Then we also have Ballista. Deploy, damage an enemy unit by 1, order, damage an enemy unit by 2. This is sub damage for your Revenants, and yeah, that's pretty much all it's there for. It's a pretty powerful card to set up your Revenants or just remove units if you already have damage set up. Then I run 1 copy of Lyrian Cavalry. Whenever you play a unit with orders, boost self by 1. Now, this is just a 4-point slot that I had to fill, and I thought this card was pretty decent in this sort of deck because we do run a lot of like low provision or just like order cards that exist for us that can give this card like, I don't know, 7-8 value, which could be quite useful. I was going to go for the Lyrian Arbalist rather, but Lyrian Arbalist for some reason is still 5 provisions. No idea where that's the case, but they kind of left him behind on that whole like portal change and sort of giving certain cards buffs. Then I also run Edirnian Mauler, order melee damage an enemy unit by 2. Very simple card, very simple text. Sets up damage, which is quite important for certain cards like Revenants or the Forbidden Magic to set up your Revenants, and yeah, that's what this card is there for. And here we have the Redanian Archer, Zeal, order range, damage an enemy unit by 1, charge 1, barricade, at the end of every ally turn gain 1 charge. So if this loses its armor, it's not able to gain a charge every turn. But this is kind of the star of the show. This card is something that the opponent has to deal with, but there's so many engines that he wants to deal with. And this card is one of the big boys in this deck that can sort of just set up a lot of pings. Against non-hyper control decks, this card does really, really well. And yeah, there's a lot of like greedy decks going around right now, so this card can do a bit of damage. Then I also run Kedweni Revenant. Order, damage a unit by 1, Deathblow, spawn a base copy of Kedweni Revenant and summon it to this row. This is the MVP of these Revenant decks. Like, these decks are actually built around a bronze card, and I love that. This card is really, really powerful, and that's why I'm running 2 copies of it. Then I also run 1 copy of Pellar, and yeah, the card is pretty decent to sort of purify defenders. You're not usually purifying something like poison because there's not many poison targets in your deck, but if you are able to purify a defender with this card, you're quite happy because then you can not focus your entire damage on one card, and that's pretty useful. Then I also run Boiling Oil, damage an enemy unit by 5, Deathblow, purify adjacent units. This card's really, really strong. It just like puts units into the range of things like Revenants, or it could just kill an engine, and that's just powerful enough sometimes. And yeah, this card's pretty good. Then we have Forbidden Magic, damage an enemy unit by 2, Deathblow, spawn a Kedweni Revenant and summon it to a random allied row. Now I talked about Kedweni Revenant, this is just like that, but you have to obviously set up the 2-point unit on your opponent's side of the field, so that's always going to be a little bit of a challenge, but you have enough sort of cards that set up this damage, so it shouldn't be too hard to set this card up. Also, this card plays for an insane value if it actually manages to kill an engine from the opponent with that 2 damage. So really, really strong card in this deck. And here we have John Atalis. Deploy melee. Play a warfare card from your deck. Now this either plays Boiling Oil or Amphibious Assault. Amphibious Assault being one of the strongest cards in the game still, even after the expansion. And yeah, John Atalis being able to tutor that out is quite powerful. And then I run Idaran of Olivo. The first time you spawn a unit each turn, spawn a 1 power copy of it in this row, then give it Doomed. So this card is quite insane. You might have seen other people play this in certain decks, and it's quite good in Revenants. Let me tell you that. Like, you being able to just spawn a 1-point Revenant doesn't only just give you a Revenant, it gives you a 1-point Revenant, which basically enables you to recycle Revenants because they're 1 power, and the death blow requires you to have 1 power, and Revenants can hit the allied units as well, which is why this card is absolutely insane in round 1, because it helps you set up so many Revenants for your graveyard, which you can then pull out with Princess Pavetta, whose deploy is to shuffle a bronze unit and all copies of it from your graveyard into your deck. Now you're gonna start, now I'm gonna skip a few cards in between and go right to Erland of Larvik. Deploy boost all units in your deck by 1, Adrenaline 3 also gain immunity, or to remove boosts from all units in your deck, then boost this unit by the same amount. So in round 1, you try and set up as many Revenants as you can with things like Idaran, and then you put those Revenants that are in your graveyard back into your deck and use this Erland to boost those Revenants in your graveyard by 1, and then gain additional like value through the Pavetta, because the card itself in round 3 doesn't play for that much. It might just play for like 4 plus like 5, so it plays for 9. But if you have like 7 Revenants as well, or like 8 Revenants as well in your graveyard, like this card just gets those 8 extra points as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird like combo, and I didn't really know what to do with Northern Realms because I wanted to play all of these like main Witcher cards for this expansion for the Heist series, and that's really the only deck I found interesting. There's also the variant with Vesemir, where you're basically doubling the boost in your deck, which is kind of cool, but I thought this was a bit more funny and better since Revenants is just in general a better deck than that Witcher Ragnar deck. Then I also run Queen Adalia. Deploy, spawn a base copy of a Northern Realms unit from your hand, then give it shield. This also works with Idaran, so if you're like playing for archers and you have Idaran set up, you can basically get a second archer if you play the Idaran in the back row, which you mostly do anyway, because you might also get additional archers off of your leader ability. So that's where Queen Adalia comes in quite handy, and it just creates an extra copy of a bronze card onto your side of the field, which is just really, really powerful. Then we have Karathi Heatwave. Banish a unit or an artifact. Quite simply put, you need this as sort of a tall punish, and that's pretty much all it does. Or removing an artifact. That's also why Pellar is in the deck, so in case the opponent does play the defender, that you have the answer for that, and you can Karathi Heatwave a tall unit or the scenario. And here we have Falibor. Deploy damage an enemy unit by 3, Deathblow, repeat the deploy ability and decrease the damage by 1. So this card is really, really strong simply because it's just like good power. Like in round 1, this can basically put you ahead, win you the round, which is quite important. If you have set up enough Revenants, that's quite useful. And even in a short round, the card isn't terrible, which is why this card is decent. You could definitely replace it with Philippa, but I do prefer the power swing that Falibor gives you. And then we're going to talk about AA. Echo, play a Northern Realms unit from your deck with a provision cost of 9 or less, boosted by 1 for each provision below the limit. Usually this is either an archer or a revenant. If not, then it's just going to be like a ballista or something. In that case, it's still very good. Like, this card is just insane. It's Amphibious Assault, for God's sakes. If you're new to the game and you want to play Northern Realms, definitely craft this card as your first legendary, since it's just really, really strong. And would you look at that? Another Heist deck, another Orneromance. So far, we are 4 out of 5 decks that run this card, and I just love this card, man. This card is just OP, bro. It's Orneromancy, for God's sakes. Like, the card is just insane. I don't even need to read the card at this point. As for my stratagem, I have Tactical Advantage, order boost an ally unit by 5, then banish self. You could definitely play something like Engineering Solution or the Crystal Skull. But I do like that extra point that Tactical Advantage can give you sometimes, so yeah, that's why I'm playing Tactical Advantage. And as for my leader, I have the Mobilization Leader ability, spawn a base copy of a Bronze Allied Soldier on this row and boost it by 3. Very simple. This is usually either for your Revenant or your Archer. In the worst case scenario, it's either Ether and Mauler or Royal Guard, but I'm gonna hope that that's not gonna be the case for us or you guys when you're playing this deck. So yeah, mobilization, quite a powerful leader actually. And yeah, that is my Erland Pavetta Carryover Revenant deck. Now, you could say there's some cards missing, like Ronvit, which is definitely a card that is quite decent in this sort of deck. But I did want to play a Pellar, and I did also want to play Queen Adalia. I guess you could cut Folibor for that sort of card if you need it, but I don't think that the Ronvit is that necessary for the deck, honestly. But you could definitely try and work the deck around to sort of fit him in. I just prefer Folibor over Ronvit, if I'm honest. But that's just my personal opinion, honestly. So, yeah, let's just jump into some games here. Alright, we are playing against Lockdown. Okay, so we're denied our leader ability. That's a bit annoying, I'd say. Yeah, it is pretty annoying, actually. He has the collar. Oh, God, that's going to be a bit... Yeah, that's going to be quite frustrating to play against, I think. 2 Forbidden Magics isn't terrible though, because it puts these Revenants in my graveyard, which is quite nice. I mean, the hand is pretty nuts, if I'm honest. So we might actually just keep it. I might actually just keep this hand. Let's see what he does against it. I mean, I wonder if he's like a full-on control deck, or if he's just a clog deck. Okay. So do I start with Adalia? I think I can commit like Adalia into this. It seems a bit overcommittal, but I think that's actually correct. Okay, so he locks that. He doesn't play for any points here, which is really nice for me. I could go for my second. I think I'm going to go for second Archer here as well. See what he does against this. I need to put on a little pressure on him. Okay, there's the Joust. Okay, so how much more control is he going to have here? That is the question. Oh, he's gonna coop the grass? Oh my god. Okay, that's a bit annoying. I mean, that is a huge buff to coop the grass right there. Okay, coated weapons on the Mauler. Oh boy. I mean, I still have reach, right? I think I do this now. I think I actually go Amphibious Assault for a Ballista here. We can hit this Revenant, see what he does against that. He's played a lot of control out so far. See if he has more control. He hasn't played a single deploy ability as well, which is kind of weird. He has to have some deploy abilities at some point here. There's the Roderick. That's the double deploy. It's pretty decent. What is he going to find, though? A Dandelion. Okay, that's quite expensive. But that's a lot of, like, Nausicaa Sergeant procs. Okay. Well, that's pretty good, then. So I can actually kill this Adept now. Or do I... Oh, actually, I think I like this more. Playing this here is quite nice. Because now if he passes, we're actually happy. I mean, this grows by 1. Maybe I shouldn't have hit that then. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. But, I mean, now setting up our Revenants should be quite easy, right? Okay, so he's playing for the Snowdrop. That's not a deploy, so it doesn't really work well with these guys. Why is he playing Snowdrop in this deck anyway? I mean, it's 3 mulligans. This card's actually kind of nuts, isn't it? Okay, so we do this now. Play for... Oh, it went on the same road. That's a bit disappointing, but... Nah, whatever. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I think we can play Folibor next turn. I mean, we might have to play Folibor next turn. Goes for the 13-point Witcher Mentor, which is quite mental, if I'm honest. We do this, spawn more of these Revenants. And yeah, see if he passes here. If he passes, we're actually not that upset. I might just play the Erland for carryover in that case and just mulligan Pavetta. And then we can just play for our Revenant win conditions then, which isn't too bad. Goes for the Colgrim immediately. Okay. Well, that's quite nice. I mean, he's played Colgrim round 1. I'll take that, honestly. I'm passing here. This is perfectly fine for me. I mean, if he bleeds me, that's a bit annoying, but we have the Heatwave still, right? But, like, why would he play Colgrim round 1? Isn't that, like, his win condition? We're going to draw some weird cards here, though. We are going to draw some quite weird cards here. Thank God for Amphibious Assault, though. Okay, we get Neuromancy as well. I guess I get rid of this as well. Oh, okay. Sure. Does he have Renew Colgrim? He might have Renew Colgrim. That would be a bit weird. Okay. I probably play my Archer now. Do this, I guess. I mean, he plays Jousts, right? So the Archer doesn't really do much in this matchup anyway. Unless I play it through Assault, which I'm not that willing to do just yet. Hopefully he does not have, like, Defender and Renew into Colgrim. That would be quite awkward. Okay. Goes for that. Goes to a 10. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think I'm actually going to play for the Revenant through Amphibious Assault now. See what he does against this. He might pass. I don't mind if he passes. But if he doesn't pass, let's take the pass here. Okay. So we deal 2 damage, putting this down to a 3. We can't deal 2 damage immediately. I could just play... I mean, Pavetta next round is 1 point extra, which is nice. I think it just might be Jonatalis into Boiling Oil. Yeah, that seems okay. That doesn't seem too bad, honestly. Sure. Alright. That doesn't seem too bad. So we have our, like, combo pieces now. We have a bunch of these Revenants in our graveyard. Not that many, but it's still, like, 5, right? And that's 5 extra points on this, which is decent. We did have to commit our Amphibious Assault, but we still have the Oneiromancy back, and we could still draw into, like, a Heat Wave, maybe. There you go. That's the Heat Wave. That's quite nice. Mauler isn't terrible. I mean, we don't have that many cards anyway. And I mean, we have the Oneiro for the Purify if we need it. So I think we can just go for this now. See what he does. I mean, this Colgrim's going to be quite big. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 5. That's quite nice. Okay. Oh, he gives us more units as well now. That's great. That is quite good. We obviously have to play the Pavetta before the Colgrim in this situation. Hopefully he doesn't have Earden. He puts more... he puts a spell into our deck. That's actually quite annoying. I was hoping he puts maybe a unit into our deck. But yeah, now we have a bunch of units. So we have a 13 points plus 4, 17 point Colgrim, which is quite lovely. Goes for the Viper Witcher. Oh, that's nice. Gives me more units. And I think I just go for the Erland now. Gets the immunity. That's great. Huge, huge Erland. Against this deck, that's pretty cool because they put more units into my graveyard. Or into my deck. Not graveyard. That's the exact opposite of the graveyard. And now we just see what this does. I'm not going to go ahead and Heatwave this just yet. I am probably going to... What do I do here? I mean, what's my most valuable card here? I mean, we probably click this, right? And then play, like, I don't know, this guy. I kind of panicked there, if you haven't noticed. I did kind of panic there, but I don't know what else to play here, realistically. Hopefully he doesn't have Earden, but I don't think this deck can afford Earden with these. Oh, okay, that's nice. Alright, so, does he have Earden last say? Is Earden even enough here? No, yeah, Earden is enough by 2, exactly. Actually, no, Earden ties it, right? Yeah, so we get the win. Lovely. And we also get some powder because of the new Christmas event. Lovely. Yeah, that's great. Let's equip the coin for the Christmas event, because I had a bunch of powder from opening some reward points. And I can also equip this card. Look at that. Beautiful. The Christmas spirit has finally come down upon us. Alright, we're playing against Guerrilla Tactics. This is actually quite an interesting matchup. They have ways to deal with our archers, but the Revenants, not so much, right? Like, the archers are going to be quite useless, so I'm just going to be willing to play them in round 1. And I might just go for an overload on the Revenants. We have the Adaran. We have 2 ways to get Revenants as well. Might get rid of this Royal Guard, though. I want to get as much damage set up as possible. The Boiling Oil is also quite useful. I might get rid of Ballista here. Adalia is also quite huge here. So I'm probably going to start with Queen Adalia into one of these archers. Actually, no. It's actually quite awkward to do that because you can just move it and I lose all my charges. And I just played a 5-point card for 10 provisions, which never is that great. So there's the miner. That is huge for my... For this. We can do this now as well. Play for the revenants. There's the sentry. And I could Adalia into a ballista here. Or I probably Adalia into my Redanian archer, I think. Yeah, just do Redanian archer here, rather. So he's gonna play defender. That's very annoying. Guess I just set up my second archer here. Hit the armor off. There's a rebuke. Oh man, I was hoping to keep at least one of them alive. So now we can set up the Falibor and kill the 1-point roadie dwarf. Okay, there's the Witcher. That's fair enough. So he boosts that up. He boosts that up twice. Wait, what? I guess he gives me a good heat wave at this point, right? That's a pretty decent heat wave, I'd say. He also used 2 leader charges there just to keep a defender alive. That's quite bad. Also, he might hit one of these ones with the Cat Witcher next turn, so I can just recycle them with my Revenant and also commit Idaran. So he kills one of these guys. That's not the end of the world, I'd say. Because we can just hit this now. That should be okay. I think he passes here, right? We haven't committed much. He committed Defender and... Okay, he's gonna commit Justice here. That makes sense. Is he gonna use Leader Charge here as well? That seems a bit ridiculous, wouldn't it? Okay, how am I gonna kill this Cat Witcher in the easiest way? I guess I can recycle these, right? Like Idaran into this seems not that bad. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty okay right now. So he passes here. He did see the Idaran come down. I'm actually quite happy with that. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. He played 2 leader charges as well, so we could. I mean, we did heatwave his defender, which was quite annoying, but it's all right. It's all right. Would have liked Pellar obviously in that situation, but what can you do? So I guess I mulligan the Pellar. This hand's not very good, is it? Oh boy, this hand isn't very good. So only one more leader charge. I mean, I'm not sure if we actually are. We should probably kept bleeding here. But the hand just wasn't that great for the bleed, to be honest. I guess we had 1 Revenant. He plays for the squirrel. What did he banish? He didn't banish one of my dudes, did he? I don't think he did. Also, we don't have our combo in our hand here, which is quite sad. I mean, we could always Pavetta through the Amphibious Assault, but we get... Oh, nice. Okay, so... 2 Boiling Oils, actually. We did play... Okay, we didn't play 1 in round 1. Guess I'm mulligan you. Okay, I don't want to find... If I find a Boiling Oil here, we just lose, right? Okay, that's not terrible, but it's also not that great, honestly. We missed the Erland. That's really bad, actually. So he goes for that. So his... Okay, so I think I can actually play for 2 of these guys now. This is actually not terrible, I'd say. We ping down a few armors and then we can kill this next turn with our Boiling Oil. Because if he like tries to Matron it, we could just kill it anyway, right? This is not too bad. Like using all his leader charges in round 1 seemed a bit silly. That was really bad from him. Also, Pavetta actually plays for nothing here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So I kill the sentry obviously here. Then set up my damage for the Falibor. I might also play a Revenant here. So there's the Treant Boar. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we can't actually do anything just yet. So I'm probably just gonna float these charges here. And probably kill this next turn with my Revenant as well. I mean, he could probably kill it. I shouldn't have probably played Revenant this turn. But if we keep these archers alive, we should be okay. Because he needs to play Gezraz this turn as well. Sorry, next turn as well. So he hits this. Can he kill this? I mean, if he has a second Witcher or like the location, yeah, that's a bit of a misplay then from me. I'm sorry. So that is quite bad from me. That was quite silly, actually. So I think I have boiling oil. Actually, no, I don't want a boiling oil. I think I want to kill these witchers first of all. Yeah, this seems fine. I guess I just do this. And I keep the... I float the charge on the archer. I don't want to hit this because it just gives him healing value. And I guess now he plays the Gezraz. There's the Gezraz, as I said. It's pretty simple. Boiling oil. Onto his Gezraz there. And I mean, we keep the charges and he forfeits because that's just how we roll, baby. We super hyper control and he kind of misplayed round 1 pretty hard. So yeah, that's why we win this one. All right, who are we facing now? We're facing Uprising. I'm not sure this deck has that much control, to be honest, so we should not be that unfavored here. Going first is a bit of an issue, though. He could just, like, play weird cards and get us like that. So I'm probably mulligan a Boiling Oil since I don't want to brick. Okay, we have the combo here. That's nice. We have 2 ways to get Revenants here. Problem is we don't really have a I mean, this could be our proactive play if we need it to be. But I could get rid of one of these guys. This is not terrible. I guess I get rid of the Ballista then. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we probably just pass here. I mean, sorry, just end our turn. Not pass. We're not passing here. Goes for the Trident. Probably wants to set up like a... What's it called? Knighthood. But we probably should just do this, right? This shouldn't be too bad. I could go Idaran here as well. Like, I guess setting up Idaran isn't that bad here. Okay, there's the Trident. So... question is... I could go for an Archer here through AA. I forgot to play... I mean, Lyrian Cavalry was awkward going first here. I needed to play reactive. Maybe we should have mulliganed the Cavalry instead of the second Ballista. Okay, I think I go for Ballista now. I could go for an Archer, but I think I'm deciding not to do that, actually. I want a Neuromancy for the Idaran. That's for sure. He might play a Knighthood here, which could be quite annoying. I could have played the Cavalry here, actually. See what he does. He drew 2 infantries in round 1. What is he gonna do now? Goes for the Eggman.
When I think of my father,
Okay. Oh, he kills my Revenant here. That's quite interesting. So I think I do this now. He had to use this, so maybe he doesn't have a single other control card. Goes for the Drummer. Okay. What is he trying to do? Wait, what? Okay. I guess that makes sense. So if I go... Oh, wow. So I can't actually set up my Folibor here. I think I go... Wait, I have 2 damage here. This goes to 3. This goes to 3. I think I wait here. Could also pass if I need to. But I think I wait here. I actually just wait. It's a waiting man's game. Go. Okay, goes for Anna as well now. So now... We have the Folibor, right? Actually, no, we don't. Oh, crap. Oh, but we do this. Oh, crap. Wait, what am I doing? I guess I would Neuromancy for Folibor at this point. To stay ahead here with tempo. That should be okay. Watchling. Okay. I mean, I could pass. Wait, can I pass here? He's getting 3. I can't pass here. That's a tad bit annoying. Wait, I could do this, right? I could assault for Natalis for the boiling oil. Onto this, and then do this. That seems quite good. Should put me up by a few points. I want to see what he does next, though. He used 2 of his leader charges this round as well. This is a familiar pattern from the last game. Goes for the second Drummer. Boosts up the Drummer. Oh, he hits my 1, so that's definitely giving me the pass here. Alright, sure. If he didn't hit my 1, I might have considered heat waving something, but yeah. He kind of drew crazy, right? He drew both the drummer, both Tridems, and an Anna, and the Eggman, and a Lubricant. He literally drew all of his, like, boosty engines. And I guess also a reinforcement here. So yeah, quite scary little deck there. Or like round 1 there. And we actually got away with it. And he also forced out 2 leader charges there. So let's just see what he can do to prevent... Or like, if he's going to try and bleed us here, that's actually also quite interesting. Okay, I need a dry pass card. Pellar could be quite good though. I might keep him. Because I kind of want to dry pass with the Ballista here. Okay, he's going to AA. For Carrick Frigates. I probably just heatwave this, right? Do I heatwave this though? I'm not sure. I can kill it with like a boiling oil if I need to. Well, I kind of want to wait this out. I want to see what he does here. Wow, that's pretty bad though. That is quite bad. I guess I go for AA now. Onto an archer. How many? I have 3 revenants in my graveyard. I probably should have heatwaved the frigate. Nice talisman, I guess. Is he gonna go leader here? Yeah, he's gonna go leader here. It's a bit of a weird play, let's say. I mean, he's up by a few here. Okay, I might have to go leader as well now. This is quite scary. Get my revenants back here. Let's see what he does here. So he passes now. That's not terrible. Do I heatwave? I mean, what else is there that I would heatwave in this matchup at this point? I think I have to commit the heatwave here. Or Neuromancy is too important. I don't need to use my charges as well here. So we go into this round. We still have quite a big Erland. Like, it's not the greatest, but it's still big enough, right? It's a good finisher, I would say. And yeah. We get a lot of Revenants here as well, which is quite useful, I'd say. We get the Idaran as well. That's nice. Okay. This is where I would like Ronvid, though, in my deck, but I guess we just don't have Ronvid in our deck. I don't need 2 of these, though. Okay. So, I guess I set up one of these. See what he does. I'm gonna actually just Onera for an archer. It doesn't seem like he has... I mean, he might have Anseis still, right? But he would use Anseis on this, right? How many units do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this plays for 12. What's this? Anseis? Triss. Oh, boiling oil's that. Okay. That's a bit annoying. He plays Siegfried of Denez. What the hell is this deck? Why is he playing Siegfried of Denez? Can anybody explain that to me? I don't get that. Oh, actually, I should have. That was a misplay. I should have played Idaran there and then go and Adalia into Royal Guard to get some value out of Idaran at least. Oh, so he has like the same idea, right? His deck's kind of based off the same idea, which is kind of funny. Oh, that's actually kind of hilarious. So he's playing like frigates and then purifies them and then puts them back with Pavetta. He didn't have that many volunteers though. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, so he doesn't have the Erland though. He does not have Erland. That's interesting. What's this amphibious assault? He had another drummer. Okay, I guess so. So most points here. Probably the boiling oil. Onto the Triss, I guess. I don't know what else to do here. So he needs 7 points here. Does he have 7 points? Okay. I mean, that was a bit close. He had 5 points though. Oh yeah, oh crap, he just needed 6 points there. So yeah, I mean that was a bit of a rough one, but we kind of got away with it. All right, who are we up against here? Carapace. Okay. Oh, that's actually a difficult one, isn't it? I mean, we have the Pellar and the heat wave, but what good is this actually gonna do us? No, that is the question. Okay, we have maybe too many of these forbidden magics against this deck. Actually, I think forbidden magic in general is just really bad against this. And I don't think I need 2 archers in this hand. So I think I start with this. I'm not gonna give it TA. I'm gonna play around Predatory Dive. Some of these decks do play Predatory Dive. There's a Foglet. I'm gonna go for Archer now. Doesn't seem too bad. I'm gonna Dimeridium Shackles. Okay, sure. What do I guess I just play this now, right? Good old Dimeridium. Guys, imagine playing Dimeridium Shackles. Why are people playing actually, like, I've seen multiple people actually play this card though, which is kind of funny, honestly. Do I AA for... I mean, how much control does he have left? Well, that is the question. Is he even a Keltalist list? I mean, he might be. He might be. I mean, I could Onero for Forbidden Magic, so I put it out of my deck. I mean, I would have to kill the Foglet, which is like, whatever, because it's always going to die anyway. I mean, he probably has a Consume in hand, right? Like, he would not have a Consume in hand here. Does he have more control here? Nope. Well, this doesn't do much, does it? Because he's still going to get the 1 off there. And this is where we play a Darin and smash the drones. And just keep playing these Revenants now. He might have to pass here. Dude, this is so nuts. This is actually so scary. There's the Beast. Oh, Beast. Oh, Beast. You lovely little Beast. Look at the Beast, boys. Say goodbye to the Beast, boys. Yeah, that's what you like to see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get those Revenants out, baby. Get them Revenants out. So he passes. That's fine. We get the... I mean, the Darin commitment is quite huge, but it's very good in round 1 because it fills our graveyard up a bit. Filling up graveyard. Like, we have a lot of Revenants here, don't we? We have like 5. Oh, yeah. Look at all these Revenants, dude. Look at the graveyard full of the Revenants. And I mean, I might actually just go for, like, look for a 2-0 here. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, what is he going to do if I bleed him? I have Onero for my Purify. Uh-oh, this is bricked, isn't it? No, I just bricked my Natalis for literally no reason. I need First Say. First Say is so huge. It's really annoying. Wait, how do I do this? I mean, passing here doesn't help me, does it? I need to actually try and 2-0 him here. I feel like this is actually the only way I can win this. If I can 2-0 the guy. If he plays like his Keltalist now, that's also not that bad. I need to just like bleed the guy to death. If I have to play a 2-point John Natalis, that's fine. What's he gonna play here? Defender, okay. As I said, we're gonna use the Oneromancy for our Purify here. Wait, where is it? There it is. Okay, so we don't waste our damage on these, on this armor, which is nice. Also, this is now our lowest point unit in case he plays the Keltalist. Well, that's good. Gives it the boost. That doesn't really do... Oh, he boosts us up by a lot, doesn't he? Alright, sure. We have 6 damage. I mean, it doesn't really matter here. We're just boiling oil, right? Whee! Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nithral. It was good knowing you, sir. There's the Kelly. I mean, at this point, passing is quite difficult, though. I mean, we can Heatwave it, right, still? Yeah, Heatwave doesn't seem that bad now. And if he plays Siri, we just pass, right? That gets a Heatwave out of him. Oh boy, wait, this is kind of awkward now, isn't it? I mean, if he has Ozrul, his Ozrul isn't even that good. The problem is, the Siri is gonna still exist, right? I mean, we have to shorten the round to make Siri as bad as possible, right? I might be forced to do this now. This feels kind of weird. Like, the Brick Natalis might actually just lose us the game here, but... I mean, that's because of me. That's because I mulligan for no reason. There's the Wrath. Okay. Just gonna do this then. Play my dead Natalis. Oh god, that feels so bad. That armor is so annoying. Okay, nice. We make him... Okay, we don't make him do anything here. Alright, let's just see. I mean... Dude, that's so bad. Okay, he needs quite literally just... Oh wait, he needs 7 points here. He might not have 7 points. If he has a Syrian hand here, we're actually kind of good. He has the Trasterville. Oh, that doesn't do it by 1. Okay, and now he has this. Okay, I mean, the short rounds, we're not that great, actually, in the short round, to be honest. Oh, dude, if we didn't have the Brick Natalis, we actually win the game. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, we actually 2-0 the guy, then. That's really annoying. But we still have Amphibious Assault, which isn't terrible. So we'll just have to see, right? We'll just have to see. Oh, we don't even have Archers anymore. Guess I get rid of this, then. Oh, there's a Wyvern, that's pretty good. That is pretty good, I'd say. So, I mean, our highest point potential card is actually the Lyrian Cavalry here, which is quite interesting. Wait, shot. I mean, every one of my units is order cards, so we probably lose like 1 point anyway. He already played Heatwave, right? He already played his Wrath. There's the Thunder. Down comes my Mauler. His Aussie isn't that big anyway. He already played a Thunder here. Oh no, he has an Aromancy. Oh no. Oh, is he gonna win? If he has... What's he gonna play for here? He has to kill the Mauler. He just has to kill the Mauler. Does he even have enough like removal at this point? It might still have like a Nature's thingy. This plays for a 6. 5 plus 6 is not enough to beat that 1/2 armor card. Huh, so if I actually keep the Forbidden Magic, he goes for Ozral. Why does he go for Ozral? Okay, sure. I don't mind it. Because that means we win! Yahoo! Let's go! Short round versus the big boys still wins with the Northern Realms. We did kind of misplay that. I mean, did we though? We misplayed on the mulligan in round 2, but we still win it nonetheless. Alright, Imperial Formation. Okay, interesting. I don't think Imperial Formation is that good of a leader. Isn't Tactical Decision just better because of Snowdrop? Like, seriously? Like, I'm not even joking about that. I feel like Imperial Formation is not that good of a leader. Oh, wow, we have a full hand of Revenants here. I guess we balance it out by mulliganing 1. Guess we just have it like... We keep a good balance of, like, 1 Forbidden Magic, 1 Revenant. Guess we start with the Cavalry. I like Cavalry, actually. Helps us like set up stuff a bit more slow, but it's not that bad if we set up our stuff that slow. So he goes for a lock there. That's a early lock that I don't actually mind that much. So we go for the Royal Guard then. And there's the Impera Brigade. Fair enough. He might have like another lock here. That could definitely be an option or a possibility. I don't think he has movement. Okay, so he goes for the second lock. Probably should have hit this maybe once or twice. Lots of locks. You hate to see it, don't you? And he has a bunch of 4 power units. That's also really annoying. That's 2 locks out of him, though. Okay. There's that. So go for this now. Maybe Kutgadak is proper in this deck. Maybe. Just maybe. He passes. Wait, you don't pass here. Wait, what? Is he actually passed now? Okay, sure. Am I gonna play Revenant or... no, it's actually not worth playing Revenant here, I think. I mean, we just go for a long round here. I mean, he might be Ball, but... I think we're not that bad against Ball, honestly. Especially if we have Idaran as well. We might overclog our deck, though. That could be an option. If we have this sort of hand. Nice. Okay, we get the Archer. I don't really need Pavetta in this hand, actually. I think every other card is better than Pavetta. Pellar actually isn't that bad either. Because he might play Defender. I guess I just mulligan the Ballista and get a Ballista. I do need some gold cards, though. Like, desperately need gold cards here. Like, we have a lot of gold cards left in our deck. But I don't know why he's letting me have the rounds. The long round 3 here. That's a bit weird. That is a bit weird. Unless he has, like, only lock cards. Like, literally nothing but lock cards in his deck. That could be a bit awkward. Oh, he's bricking his dogs. That's interesting. That is quite interesting, actually. But it seems like he's a Ball deck at this point, right? Might even be Vatier. We'll just have to see, right? Okay, that's some gold cards. I like those. Idarin's huge. Boiling Oil could be huge. I guess I don't need the Ballista here. Jonatalis is nice. Gives me Amphibious Assault. I would maybe like Erland as well. Yeah, Erland would be nice here. But I don't know what to mulligan here, if I'm honest. I could go for double. Nah, double Revenant isn't that good. I mean, the hand's pretty decent. Like, I think the Pellar could come in clutch. I'm at, like, okay, we're gonna like assume that Pellar might be the wild card in this hand because of just how the deck works, like how this whole thing works. Okay, it goes for, oh, he's a spy deck. I see. So we go for this then. Actually, no, wait. I think I have to go. Do I go Idarin? I think I go Idarin back row. I actually have to go greedy here, I think. Going greedy doesn't seem too bad. Because he has to use some removal on this, I think. So spy deck. But he has first say. And he wants to set up his enforcers as well. Ball as well. So spies and ball. But I think... Do I care about the ball? I don't think I do. So we do this. Oh, this actually... Okay, this plays into his stuff. Which is kind of awkward. So I hit this armor off. Alright, my camera's off for now. Okay, we see the other enforcer come in. That's good. He probably also has to boost this, right? He has to boost this, right? Okay, it does boost that as well. Fair enough. Now we just go for the ultimate mobilization nation. Look at that. Bye-bye enforcers. Or not. Say hello to enforcers, I guess. But yeah, how is he going to deal with all of these now? He won't be able to, since they're all so tiny. Aren't they all so tiny, guys? Oh, no. He has the... Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, he has to smash a bit of armor here, doesn't he? So kills this. And probably also kills this guy. But that's still a lot of, like, archers here that he has to deal with. Okay. Is he going to boost this up? Nope. Okay. So at this point, we just play for the Revenants. Get a second Revenant here. And start killing these dudes slowly and steadily. Because he has to poison the Olivo, whatever his name is. I could have actually purified this as well. Yeah, I probably should have purified at some point. Okay. Does kill my Revenant though. That's a bit sad. But we can now... Oh, okay, we cannot kill the... I mean, we still can kill the Enforcer, right? That's not terrible. Like, killing the Enforcer is definitely an option we have available to us. And now he's given us a lot of units as well to hit for the Revenants. I mean, we're down a few points, to be fair, though. We are down a few points, but we still have these Revenants that will be getting good value. There's another Thirsty Dame. That one dies, that's for sure. Okay. We were slowly getting there. It's a bit of a slow, like, long way up there, but we're gonna get there, trust me. We are definitely gonna get there. So there's the second Dame. And... yeah, I mean, this is just AA into the Ballista, right? This is just AA into Ballista, always. So we hit this. Hit it twice with these guys. And now look at the value, boys. Look at the value. I mean, we didn't play for our main strategy, but yeah, see, we're slowly climbing this mountain, and we have this nice 15-point heat wave on this Thirsty Dame. If we use it on the ball, like, yeah, we'd lose Idarin, but Idarin just kind of is awkward. Like, killing Idarin off here wasn't actually that bad here. Oh boy, okay. Well, that's not good for him though, is it? Because we just like do this, right? And we just keep smashing things out here. And I mean, do we just? I guess I just heat wave this now, right? Seems appropriate, I think. And look at us. We're up by 10 points, and now he just forfeits. Alright, so you saw the power of the Idaran, pretty much. Because the Erland and Pavetta combo is kind of trash, if I'm honest. Like, it's really hard to set up a lot of Revenants early on. And the deck kind of gets out-tempoed in round 1 quite easily. But if the round 1 is, like, sort of long enough, you can definitely get ahead by a lot in like a very quick succession if you have like all these Revenants set up, but it is really, really difficult to get a huge Erland. But I really wanted to try this combo with the Revenants and wanted to make a deck guide around it because I do find it quite funny, and it is a different way to play Erland apart from like mixing him up with the Vesemir that boosts all the Witchers in your deck and your board. So yeah, I wanted to try like Erland within Revenants, and that's what I did, and that's what the deck looks like. You can obviously change some things up, like you can probably add the Ronvid Incessant maybe for like a Forbidden Magic. Forbidden Magic does seem kind of awkward at times. Also, maybe upgrade this Lyrian Cavalry, although I did actually think this Lyrian Cavalry did quite well in baiting out the opponent to lock it or just damage it. And you can also obviously replace Folibor with something else, but I feel like things like Queen Adalia, Pavetta, and Erland are necessary for the Erland combo. You can obviously just run, you know, regular mobilization Revenants and just cut the entire Erland of Larvik and Pavetta combo. But I do think that Idaran these days is necessary for Revenants. That card is just absolutely bonkers with the Revenants. It's really, really good. Like, it's probably the best card in this entire deck, if I'm honest. Apart from Amphibious Assault, obviously. But yeah, this Idaran card is quite a nutty card. Now, there's only one more faction left for the heist and for this whole heist series, so that's gonna come out whenever it's ready. And I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more Gwent content, and I'll see you soon.